Just Minding My Business Radio, where we are moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
So grab a pen and paper and get ready for information that you can use.
Welcome to the studio of Just Minding My Business Media, LLC. We hope you have had a fabulous day of fulfillment as you move forward with your good intentions and goals. 10x your business starting today with digital marketing from Just Minding My Business Media, LLC on JMMB Media TV or Mindset Movers TV. Contact us at jmmbradio@gmail.com. Fire is never a gentle master. Today, Just Minding My Business Media LLC is pleased to introduce the soon-to-be-released anthology, Forged by Fire, Built God Tough. Many times in life, in ways that are far from our comprehension, God employs trials to purify our hearts and refine our minds. Forged by Fire, Built God Tough is an all-female testament that illuminates the refining process. These 21 courageous women have been tried and tested through virtually unconquerable circumstances, but have emerged powerful, unrelenting, refined, and are sharing their stories as testimonies to God's miraculous power. Our next person will be Sharnwanika Pittman. She is an author, playwright, educator, multidimensional presenter, and an originator. Though graced with an epic show-stopping portfolio of creativity, she is a true servant leader at heart and uses a portion of her abilities with communal use. Sharnwanika is the creative author of Fought Till the Finish. It is a devotional for cancer survivors written as a result of her own life-altering battle with cancer. Now she is co-author in the soon-to-be-released anthology, Forged by Fire. Just to make life easier, so I don't keep messing up your name.
It's okay.
But we're really happy to have you here with us. And we just like to always know, how did you get on the road to doing this book? What enticed you to do it?
Well, what enticed me to do the book was one day I was on Facebook, and Keatris is my sister. But even though she's my sister, we have our own lanes. She's the author and the writer, and most of the time I'm the singer of the family. And so she does what she does and I do what I do. And so one day I was looking on Facebook and I said, Forged by Fire, if you want to be an author in a book. And I was like, she hadn't told me anything about this. What is going on? So I emailed her and I said, hey, what is this? And she sent me this whole list of what the book was about and everything. She was like, you need to be in this. And I was like, okay, I'll get back with you. And so like a salesperson, it was like every day, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, okay. But I had already known that I was supposed to do something with her because she is my sister. And for so long, we were really close at one particular point in life. But when situations happened, it drew us apart. I didn't speak to her. She didn't speak to me. I didn't care how she was doing. It was like whatever. And that's just what the devil was doing to keep us apart, because he knew the power that would happen if we were together. So when I said yes to the book, it's amazing because our relationship began to mend, and that's what I feel like her yes for doing the book to God and my yes did, it kind of bounded us back together. So that's why I really said yes. And I'm just excited about doing the book, and I'm overjoyed.
Awesome. A sister act.
Yes,
I love it. I love it. I love it. Sisters are so important. So tell us a little bit about the chapter in the book, your chapter in the book.
Okay. My chapter in the book is called The Fire Made Me Fertile. And I have had so many different struggles as long as I have been born. I was born dead. I had heart surgery when I was little, and I died on the table. I had scoliosis. I died on the table again. I have had eye surgery because I lost sight in my eye. I lost hearing in my ear, and God restored all of that. And just because I felt like that was a lot, here it was, he gave me, I had to have uterine and ovarian cancer. And that really did something for me, because I'm like, here it is. I'm 30 years old. And I had so many things that really happen in life. And, now all of a sudden, okay, God, now I have cancer. And a lot of people find out that they have, ovarian cancer, and it's too late. They don't live to tell the story. But God blessed me enough to let me be able to live and tell the story. But the thing that got me was, here I am, and I don't have kids. And so I'm sitting in this room with the doctor, and he's telling me, if the cancer has spread to your uterus, you're going to have a hysterectomy, and you won't be able to have any children. And so after I went through the surgery, and the doctor came in, and he was telling me, he took out a 15-pound tumor, and those words, when he said, and we had to remove your uterus, it did something to me. It made me numb, because I was like, the very thing that I really ever wanted was kids. Who doesn't want to have kids of their own? And you can have stepchildren, you can have all of those things, but it's different when that it comes from you, flesh of your flesh and bone of your bone. And so to think that even though I gave up the will to have my own kids, God put some things in me, and he's birthing some things in me that, I can't even explain. So it's amazing when you give up your will for God's will. He can do some amazing things. And so, that's my story.
Awesome. Just awesome. Thank you for sharing that so honestly. My goodness, you told the stories of many women. You told the story of sisters who get separated over whatever reasons. The experience of having so many trials, difficulties, that, each time it was as if God was preparing you for the next step. He allowed it to happen. He did not cause these things to happen, but he allowed them, and he gave you the strength to get through it.
Right.
And now you're in this beautiful place of being able to share all of that. And I see that you're also a playwright.
Yes,
oh my goodness. I'm looking for something from you. I want to see your name someplace in a playbill, someplace.
Yes,
because
ma'am.
you have a wealth to bring. And these are stories, women's stories that need to be told, each thing that you spoke about. So we really want to thank you for being with us. We did not know that you were Patrice's sister.
Yes,
So now that we do, you're part of the family. Welcome. Everybody who comes to Just Minding My Business is part of the family. So we really appreciate you having been here. Thank you so much for your honesty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Deeply appreciate you.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a minute. Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
That was awesome. That was just
Yes. And a playwright. I wanted to say something so bad, but I didn't want to mess up.
I know.
So we'll definitely be getting in touch with her, because we've got some things we want to do around that arena. So we will be in touch and about that.
Yeah, I'm loving all these beautiful stories.
I am
really-
too.
They're from the heart. I'm telling you, there's nothing like women's story. And I guess that's because I'm a woman. Okay. So I appreciate the paths so many of these women have taken.
Yeah.
Really heartfelt appreciation, and for their courage in sharing their story. So next we have Queen Cole. She is an author, speaker, and certified life coach. She is the creative founder and host of the podcast, Light the Path, a syndication highlighting individuals who have gained exceptional inspiration by mastering their own life's journey. Queen Cole is a highly sought out motivational personality and vision board guru. Her mantra is simple: shine with light and love in every moment. Welcome, Queen Cole.
Yes.
Hello, how are you, ladies?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. We're truly enjoying each and every one of you. So tell us about your coaching.
Yes, so the coaching that I do during the pandemic, I'm like, what else can I do besides the podcast? And I went and took a life coaching certification class. So I did hundreds and hundreds of hours of videos and tutorials and assignments to be a life coach. And the life coaching that I will be targeting is people that are transitioning. Either you're transitioning from married to single, and then, divorced or anything like that. So it's when you're in that transition time, if you're moving to a new city and you're trying to figure out, just how can I get my footing, I'm here to help you out. So I love what I do.
Yes. I love coaching. I remember when I always say coaching found me, because I didn't know what personal development was, none of that, when it found me. And once I became a part of that arena, I just loved it. And like you, I took a course, became a certified life coach. I was so upset when the class was over. I had so much fun. It's an awakening to be able to work from the inside out and have control over how you respond to things. So that was definitely a blessing for me. I really appreciated the person who introduced me, and I have not looked back.
Yes, and I enjoyed it because it gave me another perspective, because I'm a mother. I have college age student athletes, and as a mother, you want to give advice: do this, do that, do this, do that. But in the coaching arena, it's not like that. You give the power to the person to make the best decision for themselves. So you have to, one, listen, and then two, ask the right questions. So it really gave me a whole nother perspective, because I'm like, it was hard. The first couple of weeks I'm like, girl, just do this. But you can't do that. So I'm thankful that I was able to get that training. And I mean, it even helps me help my children, because I put on my vision board, I said, do not insert yourself unnecessarily.
All righty then. I'm definitely feeling that. So the vision board work that you did, tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I love helping women, men, children do their vision board, because when I first was newly divorced, I had no clue. My identity was solely wrapped up in my children, my ex-husband. So I had to really figure it out. And after that first year, when a lot of things on my vision board started coming to pass, I was able to manifest those things. I said, I got to share this with everybody. So I help everybody, all age ranges, get their vision board together. This year, my son, when he came to visit, he's like, hey, Mom, we're going to do a vision board. I'm like, absolutely. So for a 22-year-old to still want to do it with his mom, it really made me feel good. So I love doing vision boards. I like seeing all the goals, all the accomplishments, and just really making it an action board, seeing how that it starts from here and then they move it forward throughout the year. So I love doing it.
Yes, indeed. I've gone to a couple of those parties, and it is pretty fun to create your vision with pictures and different things that you want to happen in your life. So tell us a bit about your chapter in the book.
Yes. So the name of my chapter is Ring of Fire. And so when I've been telling people this, they're like, what? Wedding ring? I said, yes, absolutely. So it's talking about different instances that have happened when I was married that I felt like I was in a ring of fire. There were instances where I was doing and saying things that were not of the Lord, and I had to be forged by the fire to be able to move from that ring of fire into the next phase of life. So that's what my chapter is about.
Wow. That sounds really interesting.
Mhm.
I can almost feel what that could be about.
Yes, I don't want to give too much of it away, but there were again things that I was saying and doing that really had me disconnected. I had to really go back to that first love, which is, of course, in Jesus, and be able to get my mind right to exit the ring of fire.
Yes. I mean, being married in itself is a difficult thing. And it's always training going on. I mean, I've been married over 20 something years, so my husband is now trained. So
Yes, and I was married for 17 years, so I was a new a young mother, a young wife. I got married at 18 years old, so I have a lot of stories to tell. So I can't wait. I look forward to what else the Lord is going to pour out from those years.
Yes.
absolutely. And the longer we live, the more stories we'll have. Because that's the way life is.
Yes, I want to live to 102. That's my prayer. I want to have longevity. I want to be able to be here to see, my grandkids' kids. So that's my prayer.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's a beautiful prayer. Well, we thank you so much, Ms. Cole, for definitely partaking on our stage. And we're looking forward to more collaborations with you.
Yes, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, Ruth, we're moving right along.
Yes, we have now to Lisa Dennis Manaway.
Okay,
And she is a motivational speaker, writer, mentor, and women's advocate. So Lisa has pioneered a path that is unknown to many people, speaking to those who are often forgotten and undervalued. She founded Lady Chronicles, a speaking platform that offers knowledge, advice, and testimonial programs for women and girls that are seeking healing and wholeness. Through her developmental motivational program, she gives women and girls specific strategies to overcome defeat and rise above grave situations. Today, we welcome Tulisa as a co-author in the soon-to-be-released anthology, Forged by Fire. Welcome, Tulisa.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, welcome. So give us a little bit about your work. I love people that work with girls and just work with people in general. So tell us what that looks like.
Well, what Bag Lady Chronicles is, it's a platform that I use to show that some women carry bags. And like when you have a handbag, you clean out that bag and you take the organized chaos and you put it in another bag. And you you clean out that purse, and then you take that junk and put it in another bag. So it talks about how you need to empty out. And in certain seasons, you have certain bags.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I love that.
I do too.
Yes, you just bag it up, and it can be a beautiful bag too. Not something old and ugly. You just keep transferring the junk and carrying it along. And it looks real pretty and it matches your outfit, but it's still junk. Thank you for that. Love it.
Absolutely. And it's so how important it is to clean the junk. And it's so funny. I do a inside out ritual pretty much a lot because as we all know, bad habits and bad stuff just want to latch on like flies on candy. When you're trying to live a life of, be in alignment with what God wants you to do, that's sometimes can be a difficult walk in the world. So I definitely have to take that time to go inside out and do some cleanup because I'm one of those people. I mean, I look at my closets. Is anything that's got doors on it. So when you talk about, junk and cleaning yourself out, that's so healing. all the time to do that check-in to make sure you're still in alignment. That is just huge. So tell us about your chapter in Forged by Fire.
Okay, well, I read a quote on Facebook. It says, sometimes you don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only thing that you have, the only thing you know how to do. And as a kid, they gave my brother 3 months to live. He was dying from colon cancer. And back then here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, they didn't have any pediatric oncologists here in Hattiesburg. So they had to send him to Jackson, Mississippi to get chemotherapy, which left my dad here to take care of me and my mom to go to Jackson with my brother. And so I was left to, my dad worked from like 5 in the morning and like 3:30ish. So I was left in 3rd grade to get up, cook myself breakfast, go to school, do my work, of course, come home, do my homework, cook dinner for my dad, and start the whole process over. And I didn't know that I was being strong because that's all I knew, And so without telling the entire chapter, sometimes you have to play the hand that you're dealt. I didn't know that was hard for a 3rd grader. We were latchkey kids. We knew you go in, you lock the door, you don't answer the door for anybody, So I didn't realize that God was preparing me for such a time as this, even then when I was in 3rd grade.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Preparation starts early.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yes. And I mean, I can relate to the latch kid. I was a latch kid too, because my parents had to work, and we had 2 of the siblings, and I was the oldest. So, and like you said, I didn't look at it like being strong. I just looked at it as that's what Mama wanted me to do. And I knew that if I didn't do it, there was going to be a price to pay.
There you go.
I didn't want to pay that price.
Right, exactly. So we are definitely looking forward to your chapter and all the good stuff that you have to offer within it. And also we want to definitely stay in touch so we can collaborate and do some other things together. So
okay, great.
Definitely. So thank you so much for gracing our stage, and we look forward to more.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Your business, through Just Minding My Business Media, has exposure on internet radio, major social media platforms, and now TV. Through Just Minding My Business, dynamic digital marketing platform. Don't listen to the word on the street. Hear it for yourself. Visit jmb.assistercircle.org to learn how you can take your business, your vision, to the next level. Voiceovers by RCH VoiceWorks, for when you want to be heard. Call 443-620-4115.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Minding My Business Radio. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
We hope you enjoyed the show and appreciate you stopping by. Many blessings to you and yours.